And we're back.
Welcome
The Push.
to The Push, episode 20.
I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Ord.
How are you, mate? Welcome back.
Thank you.
You've been in the land of the long white cloud.
Have.
How was that?
That was great. Yep. So,
Lot to talk about.
yeah.
Yeah, I missed you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
12 nights away in New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was good. It was good with the family.
Did you reconnect with your 1/16th heritage?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, cool. And do you want to talk about the tattoo?
Well, that's how I connected with my 1/16th.
Right,
Really. That was about it. That was about
Do
it.
you want to show the listeners? Or the watchers? Can you stand on the chair, maybe?
Oh, maybe I can.
On the pink cushion.
Alright, so...
Just watch your head on the fan.
Yeah, alright, so... yeah, so there...
It's a
There we go.
So that's an ibis, right?
That's my version of the New Zealand silver fern.
Maybe. Why don't you put it on your face?
Could have put it across the back of my head.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the next one.
Well,
The next one.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So are you addicted? Like, do you feel
Nah.
like you feel like?
No, look, it hurt.
Yeah, back of the calf, I think would hurt.
The back hurt more than the side.
Yeah,
The back where it's meaty,
Mm.
meatier, hurt
Yeah.
more than the side, so the lateral edge.
Yeah,
where it was.
I'd imagine that would be the case.
But look, he went pretty quick, and I mean, you've had enough. I guess you just
Grin and
grit
bear
your
it.
teeth until it's done.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like getting a tattoo actually.
Jade got the same one.
Did
Did you
she?
see that?
No, maybe.
On her leg, same spot.
Right.
Smaller, obviously, smaller leg,
Yeah.
smaller fern.
I,
Yeah.
I always it's cathartic though, isn't it? Getting one, don't you think?
It was
You
my
don't
first
get-
time, so it was kind of a kind of cool experience.
Like a
I guess.
rite of passage.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's been a long time that I've resisted.
Yeah.
So,
I find I get tattoos often when I'm in pain, usually emotional or mental pain or spiritual pain,
yeah, right.
and they do help. So yeah, maybe I should get one at the moment because I'm in a bit of pain.
Are you?
All self-induced.
What's wrong, Steve? Have you been
Well-
up to mischief while I've been away?
No.
No, that's good.
You know, like most stuff's transparent, but I'm not talking about this on here. But I will say that so people give you advice, and Rani's advice was to give myself lots of self-love.
Well, you already do that, don't you?
So multiple times a day I've been giving myself self-love.
So you're like you're 14 again.
Yeah, it's not making me feel any happier though.
Maybe for a few seconds.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Have you actually been loving yourself?
You know, in all honesty, is like I don't know about you. I think you're a bit more normal than I am, but I do find it hard to be kind to myself. Like I've got a tattoo, which I think you've seen, that says "unmitigated daily discipline in all things."
Right.
And my therapist told me to get it crossed out and say, "Calm the fuck down, Steve." You know, because my natural default, me being kind to myself, is about being hard on myself. Like fucking work hard. You know that hashtag? No one cares. Work harder. That's you know, feel any of that?
Yeah. No, look.
Like there's a. Sorry, you go.
Having a break over Christmas, though, did you feel when you came back? Did you feel a bit more relaxed and chilled?
Not really. No, bit crazy.
So,
But there's solace in the control you get from the training and dieting. You know, I know, like
for sure.
at this stage in my life, I know it's not necessarily the healthiest behaviour for me, but like, you know, as you've seen, I've got leaner, right?
Yes.
Since you've been away, and it's because I've just focused, like, pushed this away, focused on that.
Yeah. So, you've taken what you are able to control, and you've controlled it
Controlled
to
the fuck out of
max
it. Yes.
to balance out all the other
All the
shit
madness.
that's fucking
Yeah.
going crazy like a
Yeah.
like a Roadrunner cartoon.
There's that saying, you know, this too shall pass, and it all does. Just like kidney stones, but they can be quite painful.
Yeah.
But you know, so yeah, that's my take on self-love. You know, it's a work in progress, isn't it? Like your self-talk in your head, is it kind? Like, is it kind to you? Like, if you mostly, yeah. Like if you blow your diet, for instance, do you hate? We discussed this before, but how ugly does it get?
Well, I dieted hard for our summer shred, and then I've had a month off. So the last 2 weeks I've been in New Zealand, and I did not stick to a diet.
Right.
I had food when I wanted to have it, and I had a few pies, and I had, I wasn't dieting at all, and I am back today, back strict.
Yeah.
And I don't feel any guilt.
No,
so
that's
I'm
good.
not. I haven't beaten myself.
You didn't
up
ruin your holiday
at all. No.
No.
So the holiday was great. It was family oriented. We saw a lot. We did a lot. We met up with lots of people, and I didn't diet. I didn't actually train once.
Yeah.
In 12.
Was that quite free?
13 days, and that's probably the first time I've done 2 weeks without training
Ever
in 20 years. I'd say. So, but look, I'm not upset about it.
No.
I've accepted it, and today's a new day, and I
you trained
today, and
food on point. Food on point.
Food on point, and I put 3 kilos on after the shred, so I'm still down 7. So I'm surprised.
Still ahead.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that month off is beneficial.
Yeah, for sure. I had a week off in Queensland.
I've only ever done that too, a week. But I didn't train either, as well as not eating. I didn't train. I mean, not dieting.
The longest I ever had off training was a month off when I nearly lost my leg.
Yes.
And I was forced to, because of the pressure in my groin was that immense. That,
You're not used to that sort of pressure on your groin, Steve.
No, it was immense pressure. And my femoral artery could have blown if I'd...
As opposed to your immense groin that's normally under no pressure.
No, not at the moment. That's all right though. So,
groin pressure, self-love.
Yeah, there's something in that for everyone, isn't there? But yeah, so I was saying, I've actually turned the corner with my food. Like, I'm actually eating pretty well. Again, it's driven by self-loathing and self-esteem issues, but that's all right. I'm
you're looking good.
Thank you. And I'm posting a lot of photos on Instagram. To be honest, the more posts, you can judge my level of emotional stability by how many photos of with a shirt off I post on social media.
So more stability?
No.
More shirts off?
No. Other way around.
Stability.
Less stability because I'm looking for validation.
Right.
So the clothes, there's less and less clothes.
I noticed your nipples in that shot.
Yeah, fucking the gay guys, like they always focus on the nipples, And it's not actually from steroid use. My dad had big nipples as well, And that's like, are you into that?
Am I into men with big nipples?
Are you into having your nipples fondled?
Fondling's all right, but
get that
pain isn't so good.
Oh, anything great. Like, get down there if you
Jade pinched my nipple hard, and it was not in a
sexual way.
No, and it was in pain for hours.
Well, you had yours pierced as well.
Years ago.
So did I, when I moved to Sydney. Yeah. And that really sends a message that you want them to be played with. I would go to I'd go to Mardi Gras and parties like that.
I had my dick pierced as well. Does that send the same message?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well,
why would I? Why would I?
Yeah. You weren't privy to that.
Prince Albert?
No, not a Prince Albert.
So you haven't got a foreskin, have you?
No, through the skin.
What's it called?
On the top.
Urethra.
On the top of my penis, crossways, so a
that's
bar across.
Why would you
a
do
flexible
that?
bar,
No.
with a ball bearing on each side. At the base.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, there's a story.
2 inches from the head.
Janet, thanks for being so generous, Steve. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Anything to
Thank you.
make it bigger.
Yeah. No.
The genital piercing. Like, actually, I tell you, on girls, I think a clitoral hood piercing can look quite
pretty
sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks weird on guys. Apparently.
On their clitoral hood.
Yeah. I was going somewhere with so with the nipple piercing, I'd go to big parties and people would grab it. Guys would grab, girls wouldn't. Guys would grab, you know.
Sure, that's not how they stretched.
No, man, come on. There's only one side, you know.
Oh.
So when I wasn't in the bathrooms,
At sleazeball.
yeah, I spent a lot of time in bathrooms at sleazeball.
Well, you have to empty your bladder
Yeah,
numerous times. All that water you're drinking.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't want to dehydrate.
No, there's more of a party going on in there most of the time.
Do you want to talk about
No,
sleazeball toilet parties?
not really. Maybe 2005. You were at that one actually.
I was
with Richard.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went all the way through up to 2006. I stopped.
No,
So 2005, I was right in there.
I did 2004 Mardi Gras, and I shouldn't have because I was like 4 weeks out from my Australasian. But fuck, I was in good shape. It was ridiculous.
So you had.
Oh man, it was like the best party ever.
Mm-hmm.
People were literally coming up saying, "Can I touch you?"
That must have been me in 2003.
Right.
Or was it? Yeah, because again, too, it was like, might have been the day after, before.
Right.
I don't know. It was very close to it.
Yeah.
And just the colour and the vascularity.
It's all happening. But the funny thing is now, like,
The white jeans.
do you have a cowboy hat as well? White cowboy hat?
Maybe a bandana.
You know, I was thinking of wearing a. Do you think I could rock a sweatband when I train? What's a serious question?
Yeah, I think you could.
There was a
You
guy.
should go leg warmers at the same time, Steve.
There was a guy on stationary bike today. He's been there a couple of times, and he mustn't want his earphones to get sweaty when he's riding.
Okay.
And he rides at quite a clip. I think he's a cyclist. So what he does, he has a towel. He wears a headband.
Yes.
Then he wears like a hand towel draped over his ears.
Yes.
So it's like got flaps like
And
a dog,
headphones
and headphones
that.
on top of that.
Right. So
And then sweatbands on both. He must be really averse to sweat.
yeah. Well, he must sweat a lot, perhaps.
And then he sweatbands on his wrists, and just goes for it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a look I'd want to incorporate.
You could try that. You know.
I was thinking at
Steve McEnroe headband.
a rakish angle.
May as well just do the old two-part bandana tied at the front.
Well, I used to wear them at the back. Like, didn't
Yes.
you would have done that at one
He
stage.
had a wide, like a sweatband.
Oh right, I know. I used to wear
the front.
I used to wear like a do-rag, like over my head, like a pirate.
Yeah,
like a pirate.
Like the bodybuilders used to wear.
Of course, well, that's
That's right.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think there's a photo actually of me at City Gym with Gab on the bikes with me wearing one, like a purple one, with a matching stringer on.
I actually occasionally still see some people rocking that look.
Yeah, I'm not really down with it.
Nah.
I put less. Well, clearly, when you see me, I put less thinking into my training attire than I ever have in my life.
Yeah, but I mean, back in the day, it was like Sean Ray's was all about the headgear and the whole look and the.
But it's a look now, like as I was saying to you downstairs in the the lounge, the plush
foyer of the
excuse me.
of the push studios.
While we were getting our massages from our
Just before you climb up either of those two staircases.
while we were getting our dual massages from the Brazilian masseuses
And her sister that's come over.
her
to
twin
join us.
sister Olga. That's not really it.
She was half Dutch.
What was this? I completely lost what I was thinking about. While we're getting so Steve Cook, right? You know who Steve Cook is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's a tall American, pretty boy, like very preppy looking, sort of like a little bit of muscle, not a lot. I think he's like a fitness competitor or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he was.
Physique or something.
Huge following, like I think over 4 million or something.
Jesus. Oh, man.
And like there's a brand called Gymshark.
Right.
And it's a weird phenomenon because you've got these guys that have these very lean, sort of nice aesthetic physiques, but no better than yours when you're at your prime. And
I was ahead of my time, Steve.
you were, and just and they literally have a camera crew with them or people filming them on their phones continuously while they train. And they do a set, check the content. Do a set, check the content.
Do those people get paid?
Well, he's balling, I think. Yeah. There was one guy I was impressed with whose name is Seabum.
C-bum.
Bumstead.
Right.
He came second in the. I know his name's Chris. I should know this, but He came second in the Mr. Olympia classic division.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, like he's a good bodybuilder.
Right.
Very good shape.
Yeah.
Jacked arm. Like, yeah, very good. And he seemed like he was actually training hard.
So these people were at City Gym?
Yeah, I don't know why they're there.
Because they knew I wasn't there for a couple of weeks. So
That's right. They thought they'd...
Otherwise they wouldn't have shown up.
Yeah, they tried to usurp your reign as Mr. Aesthetics.
Right.
Now, there's a show on ABC. Do you ever watch anything on ABC iView? Do you know what it is?
No.
All right, so there's an app where you get free content. You can stream it from your phone to your TV.
Right.
There's a show that you have to watch at the moment called Killing Eve.
Okay.
And it's fucking awesome. It's this woman her name's Jodie Comer. She plays this assassin who's this international assassin. She is a complete psychopath.
Cool.
There's an opening scene where, like, it's quite gruesome. Just this opening scene sets it where she's very, very pretty. She's sitting in this restaurant, and there's a little girl sitting opposite her eating like an ice cream sundae, and she smiles at the little girl, and then she as she's leaving, she pays the bill. As she's leaving, the little girl smiles back, and as she walks past, she just tips the tub of ice cream into the girl's face, and the girl starts bawling. She walks off and smirks, like completely. A sociopath. Oh. So cool. Killing Eve. You know who else? The main detective in it is Sandra Oh, the Asian girl from Grey's Anatomy.
Never watched that.
Never watched it either, but I know who she is. She's great. So you need to watch that. Anybody who hasn't watched it, you need to watch it. Thank you, Rania, for her recommendation.
Killing Eve. All right, there you go.
Killing Eve. Do you want to say something? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No.
Okay. Well, I've got a message from a listener, and she told me not to read this on air, but of course, don't send me a message if you don't want me to read it. And but I won't tell the audience or Kevin who's it from. I might tell Kevin afterwards. But
okay.
Hey, Steve. Sorry. So I've forgotten your podcast mate's name. Only because I can't listen to it right now. My dad's best mate came to visit, so he's staying in my room and bunking. Top bunk, if you want. So I'm bunking. Top bunk, if you're wondering.
Okay.
But I want to know, like probably many other females, is he single? Don't tell him I'm asking. I know you will. But wait till I'm back in shape. No, seriously, don't tell him. Not that I think he'd be interested, but he's pretty cute.
Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? That's good for your ego.
Oh, there we go.
Like make an old man happy.
Well, unfortunately, I am not single.
No, you're not. You're very, very, very unsingle. With a new baby.
With a new baby. It's
Yeah.
getting bigger every day.
Yeah, and as is your family. Your family seems to be expanding.
Oh, so I have cousins and uncles.
And Jade's got a big family as well, hasn't she?
Yeah. So.
Is there going to be a wedding? Are you going to get married?
Well,
Given your great history.
that's always a possibility, isn't it? So,
Oh, okay. All right. That's as much as
I haven't dropped down to one knee yet.
No, well, not for that anyway. You sweating?
Yeah, it's pretty hot. I believe it's been ridiculously hot while I've been away.
Yeah.
40 plus degree days.
I went to the pool with B the other day, and we got in the car, and it was 41 degrees in the car. But you know what? I fucking love it. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, people in New Zealand are like, oh, how can you handle that heat over in Sydney? I'm like, yeah, I can. I'm used to it.
Yeah, give me that any day over the cold. I'm averse to cold.
We had beautiful days in New Zealand, but I don't think it would have gotten to 30 on any of them.
Is it? Of course it is. Summer there now, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I've never been. New Zealand and Tasmania. I'm not really feeling it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because the cold.
Okay.
Yeah. But those photos you took of the lakes and things like that, amazing.
Very.
Yeah.
Scenery's fantastic. And if you were to go in winter, which you wouldn't because you don't like the cold, but the winter is those same scenes, but everything's half covered in snow, so it's just
Right.
majestic when it's got snow on it.
Majestic. That's a good appropriate word.
Yes.
It's
It's still nice, still good in summer, but you just don't get that same effect when you have snow halfway down the mountains and then the green underneath that, so...
I used to date a Maori girl from Rotorua,
Yes, Rotorua.
and she was crazy. She was great, very talented young lady, amazing hair.
She did a good job, did she?
Yeah, she was really talented and quite like how I think she was.
Limber?
She was a bit older. She was a bit older than me, and I was well impressed. Not much older. Like I think I was living in Brisbane. I think I was about 25, and I think she was 30, which seemed really old at the time, really experienced and really old.
It does seem that way when you're a young fella like
Yeah,
that, doesn't it?
and she'd had like threesomes and stuff, and so she was quite experienced. At the time, I had,
She teach you a few tricks, Stephen.
she did.
Oh, that's good. Some of that
One of the acts,
Maori voodoo.
one of
shit.
the acts we referred to on a previous podcast, she was into actually.
All right.
Yeah,
The last podcast.
yeah. If anybody wants to find out, just reference. Probably don't, but I don't know. Whatever gets you through the night, right?
Do you want to talk about that?
No, I don't want to talk about it. We did on the last podcast.
But you wouldn't elaborate, and now you have, so I can just put two and two together.
Yeah, but you know what? If you gave her alcohol, she turned into like a demon woman. She just could not drink. Just like jealous. You'd be at a club or something.
Aggressive.
Jealous and
Violent.
if and if a girl
Looked at you the wrong way.
not just asked me at the time, what the fuck did she want? And then she'd go after the girl wanting to fight her.
Yeah, right. Did you sit back and watch? You could have just like rubbed
Good
your hands
makeup,
together
always good makeup sex,
and- Yeah.
right?
Did you take some of that aggression out on you?
No, but
I don't mean in the
have you ever
bedroom.
had?
I mean, like, you know.
No, but that's I just remember because that's what I used to work with her, right?
Yes.
In an office.
Yes.
Have you ever had an office romance? It was so hot because
You'd look for little places you could go to.
of course.
Yes, yes.
So she'd wear these tiny little skirts, and
No knickers?
and let me finish. And no, and we'd sit in it was this shitty market research job, but we'd sit in cubicles, and she'd be like 3 or 4 down from me, and then if the rest of the people went, she'd just swivel chairs, right? She'd just swivel chairs with the
Legs apart.
with and she'd say, "What are you having for lunch?"
I see. That's nice.
God love her. Yeah, and we just run off into the bathroom or something for
Yeah,
a quickie.
of course you would. You ever do it on the boardroom table? Did you have a boardroom table?
No, but another girl in Brisbane, also in Brisbane. I had a good run in Brisbane. You know why? Because I was playing in bands. I had hair and I was playing in bands.
Right.
That's
Now you do neither of those things.
No, I never get laid. And she, I don't know if she listens to this, but she may.
Might she?
She might.
Would she know about it? How would she know?
Because she know what she. Because I'll tell you. Because like she worked in this office, and on the next floor up was a vacant office, and
How do you know she listens to this?
because I still see her on Facebook,
Ah, I see.
and she had a vacant. So the whole floor was vacant, open, and
Oh, yes.
so we had sex on the floor in the like in huge with under the light like Brisbane lights.
In front of the windows.
Yes, yeah,
Potentially seen by other people in other buildings. Yeah?
quite titillating, really. Bit of exhibitionism.
Yeah. Yep.
Beat that.
Yep. I probably could if I
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. It's whether or not you want to.
divulge.
Total transparency.
Save that for the autobiography.
Yeah, I actually made a note of that because, like,
You forget stuff. That's a whole chapter, right?
yeah, but like, I want to actually start. I'm going to have a bash and start writing a chapter a week or something.
Yeah. Well,
I think
maybe you could go for like a contents page, and you could just think of all like a bunch of significant events
yes,
that would make a chapter.
Yeah.
Which you might get 20 of them. Or,
yeah. I've already got like books like there's the metal years
Yes.
when I was playing bands, and then
Yes.
there's obviously the steroid years.
Well, these can be like different books within the book.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So in that
So
book
each-
there'd be like 5 chapters or something.
That's right, and you'll
Yeah.
have a separate page which will be the metal years or the band
then
years.
there'd be
or-
years, and then
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Oh no, I'm looking forward to reading it already.
Yes. Yeah, I might wait till my daughter's a bit older.
Yeah, and moved out of home.
Yes, left
Before publishing it,
the
it takes you
country.
that long to write it though.
Yeah, no, see, I told you my brother's been published,
Yeah.
and so he'd be happy probably to edit it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Would you like to get your foot in the door with a publishing
Oh,
house?
no, he's published in some weird independent Japanese company.
Oh.
His books are his books are a bit disturbing.
You know, you could probably find a publishing house that publishes, like, you know, racy books. Raunchy.
Yeah, I'm not just going for the you know, the raunchiness angle.
Raw.
It's
Raw then. How about raw? Raw.
Speaking of that, like, so I sent a Camille a message saying,
Yep.
"Come on the podcast."
Yes.
And I sent her our last episode and said,
Yes.
"Have a listen. We give you a shout out."
And how'd she go?
She hasn't replied.
Oh no.
So Camille, I hope we didn't offend you
Oh,
with the
no.
bareback comments. I can't imagine. She's a
Nah,
she's a good sport.
She's a good sport. She'd have a laugh at that.
Yeah. So there's two people I want to get on.
Yeah, it was nothing. No big.
No, not for her. Like, she's fine. Camille Barlow and Cerise Page. I really want to get Cerise on because she's awesome as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you follow her on Instagram?
You've asked me this last week.
Well, why don't you
Last
follow her?
time.
Like, there's plenty of ass pics.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to then. Just based on that alone.
Exactly. No, she's cool. A couple of shout outs to Jess Leary, who's lovely and listens to all our podcasts and doesn't judge, which is nice. You got any shout outs? Todd Williams will be listening. Do you ever look at the metrics for the thing? Last podcast got the most views.
Did it?
Yeah, out of we even beat Rania's.
Did it really?
Yes.
Maybe that's because you promoted it so well as the best one ever.
Well, I feel this one has already
Oh, I
surpassed it.
think so too. I think so
Yeah.
too.
And did you also notice I posted the hashtag Me Too clip? Yeah.
That never has made it to air.
Prior to that.
Prior to
Yeah.
that.
Well, I deleted it because I thought we'd get in trouble, but people seem to be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah. What else has been happening? Oh, that's what I was going to say. So I told you about how I read Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life.
Yes.
And then I picked up what's it called? How to Not Give a Fuck. Is that what it's called? The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Who's that by?
Can't remember.
Google
Google it. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it's, you know, it's the difference. Like, so you've got Jordan Peterson, intellectual scholar, seemed like a hard read, but just so well done. Then you've got The Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which is a real airport book.
Yes.
It's written. There's a lot of slang, and it's funny. It's already dated from a few years ago. That's it. Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Mark Manson. Is that who it is?
Yeah. When's it written? Because I reckon 3 years ago now, 3 years ago. And already it sounds dated because they use sort of like colloquialisms and cool speak, and the chapters are really. So basically,
2016.
there you go. Yeah, 3 years.
Well, September, so 2 years.
Okay. Same message, really. Just chill and focus on the important things in life.
How to live a good life.
Yeah, which is all they are, isn't it?
Mm.
But I just don't like the writing style.
Right.
It's a bit too cool for school.
Bestseller.
Oh yeah, man! Like, didn't you see people reading that orange book everywhere?
Mm.
What else you got?
What else I got? Well,
How's Ace going?
Ace is good. He laughed for the first time
Oh,
yesterday.
cute.
An actual laugh, proper
Cute.
laugh. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very cute. Caught it on video.
That's good.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's 3 months.
Okay. What's he weigh?
I don't know.
You're supposed to know that sort of thing. I think mums know that sort of thing.
We haven't weighed him for a while. Did measure his height though.
Mm.
Still enough to get to the wall and measure his height.
Oh yeah, you're going to do that.
Against where all his cousins have back
That's
in New
cute.
Zealand.
That's
so
cute.
there's all like the pre-teen aged cousins, and then they're right down the bottom about a foot and a half high on the wall as Ace.
That's cute.
Yeah.
When do they start? When will he start standing up?
I start crawling about 6 months.
Mm.
Start standing up and walking in about a year.
Right.
Give or take a couple of months.
Right.
depending,
Right.
So I think Jake was a month longer than a year, and Tully was a month shy of a year.
Right.
But he gets to watch his older brother, so they kind of have an advantage when the
That's
second
true,
one
isn't it?
comes along.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They pick things up quite a bit quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first one's got to learn as you go.
Yeah. And he's going to be immunised and everything?
Yeah, look, held off getting all the ones they want to give at birth because I just don't think it's a good idea to inject a brand new baby with all that shit. So my other sons, well, there were some complications, but they're both fully immunised now.
Right.
But they got them later on after they'd been able to develop a bit and have their immune systems develop a bit. I have a fundamental issue with injecting a brand new baby with all sorts of fucking
drugs,
poisons and shit. Like, you know, mother's milk is what they should be having. So I know there's many arguments for, but I just think that at that stage, immediately after being born while in the hospital, I have an issue with it. I think later is fine.
When they're a bit stronger as well.
Yeah. I've read about some bad side effects, and I just, you know.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but I guess we just signed up to the program and got it done. You know, you get that book and they tell you when to do it.
Yes.
We really question it. Yeah.
Do you take
drugs?
No.
Not anymore.
Immunisation shots for like the flu and shit like that?
No.
Why don't you?
I don't get the flu. Oh, I got the flu at Christmas, motherfucker. That's the first flu I got. Do you?
No, I don't. I don't get jabs for anything. I don't. I've had clients say, I can't train today because I got the flu shot yesterday and now I'm sick.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, you understand that that's the process.
But I don't, like you, I don't get the flu. I don't get the flu shot, and I just, you know.
I got the flu. I got that weird summer flu on my birthday. I like coughing, and it's been going around. But you know, it is what it is. It's a flu. That's how you build your immune system.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before there's a superbug which takes us all over. We all have a zombie apocalypse. Anything?
Bring it on.
What are you going to do?
I want everyone to like loot all the financial records and wipe all that debt.
Yes. Start afresh.
Yeah,
it's a pretty heavy way to just get debt free, though.
Like at the or what about
the death of mankind? Just so Kev can not be bankrupt.
The Pentagon, having that corner of the Pentagon exploded from that aeroplane that crashed into it. And took out $93 trillion worth of debt records that the American government had there.
Oh, so that's a conspiracy. Are you one of those, are you?
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't believe in all the conspiracy.
Shout out